Hi, my name is Ben. Today I show you anime where the main character is betrayed by comebacks Overpowered. Let's go! Arifu это. The ordinary life of 17-year-old otaku Hajime Naguma is disrupted when he and his classmates are summoned to a fantasy world and tasked with saving mankind. While his classmates are gifted with impressive abilities useful in combat, Hajime is believed for only gaining an inferior transmutation skill that lacks any real offensive power. During an expedition in the Great Orcus Labyrinth, Hajime is betrayed by one of his classmates, plummeting him to the bottom of an abuse, so he survives the fall. Hajime is faced with menacing monster and misfortunes that send him spiraling into a grim nightmare. Desperate to live and return home one day, he resolves to fight for his survival, only to meet an imprisoned vampire he names Yu, who is also seeking to escape the labyrinth. Taking an interest in him, Yu and a few others along the way accompany Hajime on his journey to find a way back home, while steadily transforming from commonplace to the world's strongest. Dual healer. When Kiara acquired his powers as a hero who specializes in healing all injuries regardless of severity, it seems that he will walk the path to a great future. But what awaited him instead was great agony. He was subjected to years of seemingly endless hellish torture and abuse. Kiara's healing skills allowed him to secretly collect the memories and abilities of those he treated, gradually making him stronger than anyone else. But by the time he reached his full potential, it was far too late. He had already lost everything. Determined to put his life back on track, Hiro decided to unleash a powerful healing spell that rewound the entire world back to the time before he began to suffer his horrible fate. Equipped with the anguish of his past, he vows to redo everything in order to fulfill a new purpose, to exact revenge upon those who have wronged him. Masamune-kun's revenge. When Masamune Makabe was a child, he was rejected by a rich, beautiful girl named Aki Adadaki, who gave him the nickname Piggy for being overweight. Devastated Masamune put great effort into working out to improve his appearance. Now a handsome yet narcissistic high school student, Masamune is determined to exact revenge. He will have Aki fall madly in love with him and ultimately reject her the next time they meet. To his surprise, Masamune discovers he has transferred into Aki's school, setting his plan into motion. Masamune first begins to form a relationship with the brutal princess, but despite his efforts, fails miserably at his attentional attempts. Shockingly, when Masamune finally progresses towards his vengeance, he receives a mysterious letter addressing him by his old nickname. Unless Masamune discovers the sender's identity, his plan is doomed before its even starts. Cabaneri of the Iron Fortress. The world is in the midst of the Industrial Revolution, when horrific creatures emerge from a mysterious virus, ripping through the flesh of humans to set their never-ending appetite. The only way to kill this being, known as Cabane, is by destroying their steel-coated heart. However, if beaten by one of these monsters, the victim is doomed to a fate worse than death, as the fallen rise once more to join the rank of their fellow undead. Only the most fortified of civilization have survived this turmoil, as is the case with the island of Hinamoto. To protect himself from the endless hordes of Cabane, the only way into the giant fortresses is via heavily armored trains, which are services built by young mages such as Aikoma, having created a deadly weapon that he believes will easily pierce through the hearts of Cabane. Aikoma eagerly awaits the day when he be able to fight using his new invention. Little does he know, however, that his chance will come much sooner than he expected. Kaze no Stigma. Kazuma Yagama is a user of Fujitsu, the ability to control the wind. He returns to his old home, the noble Kanagi household, after being banished 4 years ago for his inability to control fire and his subsequent defeat in a duel at the hands of his younger cousin, Ayama Kanagi. Returning after such a brutal exile already gives rise to many conflicts, but to make matters worse, several Kanagi family members have recently been murdered with Fujitsu. This leads the Kanagi family, including the hot-headed Ayana, to subsect Kazuma as a culprit. Now, Kazuma must not only clear his name, but also eat the family he shares a mutual hatred with, in order to discover the true identity of the killer. Roca Braves of the Six Flowers. An ancient legend states that with the revival of the demon god, 6 heroes, the Brave of the Six Flowers, will be chosen by the goddess of fate, granting them powers to rise up against the fiends attempting to turn the world into a living hell. Adult mayor, self-proclaimed strongest man in the world, has arrived at the continent of Piena in hopes of becoming a brave. Although it doesn't go as smoothly as he had planned, Adult is ultimately chosen as one of the 6 heroes shortly after being greeted by Nashatania Loe Piena, crown princess and fellow brave. Rock and Yusha follow the two, and they embark upon their destiny journey to fight the demon god, intending to meet up with their fellow hero at a small temple outside of the land of the howling demons, the Fiend's domain. However, when they finally unite, 7 heroes are present, and soon the other begins to suspect Adlet to be a fraud. Now on the run, Adlet must utilize his unique skill set and within a fight for his life to identify which member of the group is the true imposter before it's too late. Cross Ange, Rondo of Angel and Dragon. Angelisa Aikeruga Mizorugi is the first princess of the noble Mizorugi Empire. The kingdom has seen great power and prosperity due to the advancement of the revolutionary technology known as mana, an abstract being of light that has reduced the world's problems of war and pollution to a timeless peace. However, not all are blessed with the ability to wield mana. Those who cannot are labeled norma, outcasts of society who are considered a threat to civilization and live under constant persecution, and Angelis herself is one of many who want the Norma exterminated. But as Angela's 16th birthday commences, it is discovered in a shocking revelation that she is actually a Norma. Chaos ensues, the public is outraged, and the once adored princess is exiled to the Arsenal, a remote military base where Normal are forced into conscription. Now, the former royal must adapt to a harsh and vastly different lifestyle. Piloting mechanical robots known as Paramil to fend off Lord. Devastating beasts referred to as dragons. However, a sinister truth about these savage creatures threatens to change everything. Seraph of the End, Vampire Reign. With the appearance of a mysterious virus that kills everyone above the age of 13, mankind becomes enslaved by previously hidden, power-hungry vampires who emerge in order to subjugate society with the promise of protecting the survivors in exchange for donation for their blood. Among these survivors are Yuichiro and Mikhail Hayaki, 2 young boys who are taken captive from an orphanage, along with other children whom they consider family, discontent with being treated like livestock. Under the vampire's cruel reign, Mikhail hatches a rebellious escape plan that is ultimately doomed to fail, the only survivor to come out. On the other side is Yuichiro, who is found by the Moon Demon Company, a military unit dedicated to exterminating the vampires in Japan. Many years later, now a member of Japanese Imperial Demon Army, Yuichiro is determined to take revenge on the creature that slaughtered his family. But at what cost? Owari no Seraphine is a post-apocalyptic supernatural shonen anime that follows a young man's search for retribution, all the while battling for friendship and loyalty against seemingly impossible odds. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this, please subscribe to my channel. Hey, yes, I know my English is bad, but I just starting to learn English. I hope you understand me. Well, you have been with you. See you later, bro. Good luck and have a nice day.